This is going to be a short video just explaining the various ways in which a fee earner or administrator can record time within Tessaract. At the moment, I've come into my application and I'm taken straight to my fee earner dashboard. I can see my time entry summary for the day or for the week, and then matters by status, tasks by status, etc. Now, the first way I could record time would by using the new timesheet button within the dashboard. I'm just going to click on this. It'll open up a time entry. Now, this isn't contextual, it's just opening up that particular functionality, but I can quickly select a related matter, an activity, record some time. If I wanted to, I could put in start times and end times and then comments, and then I can save that particular time. The second way I can record time at the top of the dashboard is the clock. I'll just click on the clock on the right hand side and it will show you the time entry that I've just recorded for this particular matter. But if I now start the clock will start to tick. I can then carry out whatever activities I'm going to be doing on a particular client matter, and then close the time entry. Again, a dialog box pops up. I'm not in a matter in this instance, so there's no context, but I could quickly select a matter, particular activity, and record the time and add any comments if I wish, and save that entry. Now again, I can just quickly have a look at the time entry I've got. I've now got 2 time entries on the particular clock, or recorded for this particular day. If I go into a matter, so I'm going to go into the details of this matter and just click on the matter timeline. So this is a timeline of that particular matter. You'll see that in between each particular activity section, conflict check, engagement letter, client care and communication, we have these plus icons. If I click on a plus icon, it gives me the ability to ask tasks, upload documents, create documents, but I can also record a time entry. If I click on the time entry in this instance, now we have some context. It's opened up the matter details. If I wanted to, I can add a contact, but obviously we've got the client. I can put in a particular task. Again, I can add in time entry details. In this particular setup, we've got the system set up for minutes and hours, but obviously we could set it up for particular time units, 1 unit being 6 minutes, for example. So the system can be configured however the firm wants to work. And then I can save that time entry. So if I look at my item again, now I've got 3 time entries on the system. If I go into matters, I could obviously go into another matter and record time accordingly. If I go into time entry tracking on the left hand side of the menu, I've got other actions. I can perform weekly timesheets, timesheets by line, etc. So for example, maybe you have an administrator doing some weekly timesheets for you. Maybe you've got a particular matter that you're working on quite a lot and you're doing repetitive tasks. Maybe you're doing court filing a few days a week. You can go into this item, you can add in time entries by this sheet, etc. And then you can add items and then fill in a timesheet accordingly over a period of time. In this instance, I just want to put those 3 time entries against that particular matter, and it's all court filing, and I can save those, and the system has recorded 3 time entries very quickly for me. If I then go into a timesheet by line, what this will do will enable me to add various time entries, or I can add a few at a time. So I've got 6 here now. I can then maybe put different clients and matters. I'll just get rid of these 2. I've got plenty there. And then I can put in a date. So let's say this is stuff I did yesterday. I can then select a single client matter if I want to, But obviously in this instance, I've got different matters. I've got my user details. I can populate any empty fields, and then I can select activities. It fills in the narrative. And then put in whatever hours I need to across those matters. Click OK. It's put those 4 time entries into the system. So those are the ways we can add in time entries. So those time entries were for yesterday. So if you click on the black button, the back button on my timesheet, we can see those time entries that I did for yesterday. So that's a brief overview of the different ways you can do time recording on the Tessaract system. I hope that helps.